Blessings, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the 876 Review Show. I am your host, Marc Brown, and we're going to get straight into it. You don't know, Jamaica talk about it, world talk about it. Of course, we talk about Barack Obama's long anticipated visit to Jamaica after all this time, all the hype up, all of this, all of that. We're here to break it all down, the highlights, everything we're going with that thing there, and we're gonna make how they think of certain aspects, and also the fallout from it, because it's not just Obama's visit that make news as in the events themselves, but a lot of things went on as far as artists speaking out. Chronixx has caught himself in a big social media firestorm of something he said, may have which may have made a disparaging comment towards Obama, or at least some are alleging that's what he did. We'll get into all of that. But let's get straight into it, right? So, of course, Barack Obama, of course, the second US president to ever come on Jamaican shores. You understand? The first being Ronald Reagan back in 1982, if I'm not mistaken. And so we know about this weeks in advance. Everybody are prepared. You should see, oh, Jamaica, that, we not lie. It's funny how you say, the authorities them are clean up the place, fix up the road near Heroes Park there, and things look nice and clean and paved out and all of that. You see billboards say Obama come to Jamaica. You see homeless people being sheltered, taken off of the streets and whatever. Vendors being taken off of the streets and all sorts of things. I'm gonna try and make it look as first world as possible and things so that Obama come the place look clean and nice. No, I have to agree, Kabaka Pyramid, me not like one of the realest people around the music, because him point it out and think on social media say they would never do any of these things under normal circumstances. And that's a fact. Let's be honest here. Would they do this if there was any major thing going on in Jamaica or whatever? No, it would be just the same old thing, but because big man are coming from far and the place have to look clean. There was a meme which came out about how Portia Simpson, our prime minister, is like some big dirty girl where, only clean when man are come from foreign and really rich, Take it for what you may take it for. But at the same time, I thought the whole thing, as far as the preparations, I wasn't surprised, but they only do it for such circumstances, and the government is reactive, not proactive. I definitely agree with Kabaka on that. Of course, Kabaka sings the song "Well Done," which is a sarcastic, like backhanded compliments aimed at the local government. So I rate him for calling that out still. But yeah, so everything clean out. Obama come in, from the plane. Sometime around 8 or so, our time up here, of course, up in Toronto. Them come up, big greet everybody there to see him. Him under heavy security, because I don't know, say the president of the United States now will just roll up. So him have to have, the Secret Service people, advisors, him roll up in at the beast as them is the vehicle was supposed to protect him at all times, you know what I mean? So big convoy of people are rolling with him and things. And him just decide out of the blue, say, I always wanted to visit this Bob Marley museum place and learn more about the legend. That's why I wear this shirt right now. So, want to learn more about legend? Why don't we just take a trip? Only 5 minutes away. So I'm go to a hotel, undisclosed hotel, and then end up at Bob Marley Museum. Now the poor tour guide only know about this an hour in advance. So she have to get herself all ready and everything like that, makes because I am sure that must have caught her and everybody there by surprise. Although there were hints that somebody might be coming there earlier, so who knows? But it definitely sounded like it was a spontaneous spur of the moment. So she go, take him around the place, and Obama talking about how he loved Bob Marley as a child, having albums from a long time, and really seemed to full joy the visit. And they saw pictures being tweeted from I think one of his press secretaries, because there's a Obama diary Twitter page. So yeah, he keeps a diary of his daily goings on during his presidency, and there are pictures from, I don't know, say it's only certain people get to take pictures and them thing there, you know, from foreign agencies. They're very selective about it. I don't know, say, when the president, you know, and just anybody can come in and take pictures. Them predetermine everything. So that was a very nice touch, and you know, Obama already getting a spirit. You know, everybody talk about what him should eat for breakfast, whether it be fried dumpling, whether it be ackee and saltfish. Every single Jamaican dish you can think of, they want the man try. You understand? You know what I mean? So everything about this man's diet was up for debate. So you go on to Thursday now. That was Wednesday. This is Thursday now. So you meet with Portia Simpson Miller and thing, and of course they have the big CARICOM debate about well, the leaders from the Caribbean and thing now. You know, talking about different issues. They were talking about energy, they were talking about trade, you know, reducing energy costs. I don't know, say one of the biggest complaints we have is about JPS bill then getting higher and higher and higher. So anywhere we can reduce that, you know, reduce the cost of certain things, and you know, talking about, you know, source of oil and where we can get that from, all of them things there. So there was that, and there was an initiative announced as far as that is concerned to fund clean energy initiative. So that was good. And Obama also announced, and he did this later at the town hall meeting that he held at UA, University of the West Indies Mona campus, that they will also be having, there will be a 68 US 68 million dedicated towards young people. So it's a employment training initiative. You have 250 young leaders or young people you know, the program by 2016 and each year following. So I thought it was very good on Obama's part, because the young people, them need guidance still, and if we can't provide it the way we should be providing it, then why not get help to do it? So that was a very good initiative that Obama announced and things. So that meeting happened. Then they go to town hall at UA. Tessan performed. Second time she performed for Obama. So she performed, remember that special White House gathering not too long after she won the Voice, but last year. So she and Assassin performed. Really good performance to kind of get the people them hype. All sorts of people come through. Walt, Shelley and Fraser Price, Casey Fennell, Warren Weir, Lisa Hanna, for you know, the Minister of Youth and Culture. All sorts of people come through. So Obama come in, you know, and the first thing him say all time more, greetings massive, Wagwan Jamaica. You win points right there. So you don't even need to talk no more. You are a legend in Jamaica, because him pull off the accent better than enough Americans and foreigners can pull it off. I know how it go. When we as Jamaicans come off foreign, everybody want to imitate the accent and them sound pretty canny doing it. But in his case, he actually sounded like him. You know, you get a little taste of the vibes and him like it, you know. So that's why some people call him Barack Obama and not Barack Obama, which is a nice touch. But yeah, so, you know, town hall, you know, a lot of people came through. Chef Brian normally ended up asking questions, you know, from trade to foreign policy, all sorts of things, and a lot of topics were broached, and he handled them very well. So, you know, a very healthy discussion. But the highlight of that town hall meeting, big up yourself, Miguel Stepper Williams, Reverend there. Now, for those of you who don't know Stepper, he means that not some random Rasta man who Obama pick out of the crowd and Riri and Katie and Taki. Mine. No, Stepper, of course, he was a poet, he's a youth empowerment, the National Youth Development Agency, and he also is a disc jock on Sun City, hosts Word Songs and Power every Wednesday night. We listen to it from 10 to 2 Jamaica time. I always big up Stepper every day. So, Stepper, come on, get picked by Obama, and then ask the question about the decriminalization and legalization of marijuana and U.S. policy relating to that and everything. And Obama jokingly said, how did I figure this question was going to come up? How did I anticipate this question? Like no surprise here. So, and I thought his answer was very, very, very true, in the sense that if you do decriminalize ganja, yes, it will take guns out of, you know, youth's hands and them thing there, take them away from crime, reduce money made from the drug trade, and create jobs, create legitimate businesses, because the hemp industry is a good alternative in theory towards making money for the Jamaican, for building the Jamaican economy. But at the same time, they also open up Pandora's box in a sense because, once these little small industries come out now and start making money for themselves, all these multinational big time companies, of course, they're going to jump in. Of course, they're going to say, oh, we want a piece of the pie, buy two. And they're going to try to control the thing, and that is going to make the whole thing dicey. So that the smaller businesses now and the multinational companies all of a sudden start take over and they start the distribution, they start the thing. So I agree with Obama on that, and I also agree with him when he says when you regulate that, or you really regulate other drugs. Now, of course, I don't consider marijuana a drug; it's a herb. I don't really consider it as a drug. Definitely not a hardcore drug. But you have to look out for those things. So, as he put it, it's not a silver bullet in a sense that if you legalize it. So you have to really think about those things and how to make it. So yes, it can reduce crime and create jobs, but also make it in a way so that the people who are doing it, the people who are investing in it, profit off of it, and that is the most important thing. So we give thanks to Obama for that one there, helping him to understand that theory. You know what I mean? But overall, the town hall was very nice, was well put together, very informative. So from there, they go to Heroes Park, Lady Reed, pay respects to those who lost their lives, soldiers who lost their lives in the world wars and thing. And then he was quickly on a plane after Panama. God knows, but wish him did stay an extra day because the vibes were like the best vibe I think Jamaica has felt since Tessan won The Voice, because a lot of people were happy, a lot of people were in anticipation seeing this one. Remember, I said we grew with Obama from him get the presidency. The man, we rooted for him to win first black president. All sorts of songs, all sorts of celebration. We're going in this, and we tell you about some of that last show. So, it's great to see him in the country. And he did say that he would think of doing some island hopping after him done. So, hopefully him come back, after him presidency with the whole family and do a little stay and thing and ingratiate himself with the people. And people love him. You understand? No, not all early jumping for gyro for this whole thing, because after Obama cut, or actually not after Obama cut, this was while he was there. Chronixx, of course, everybody know Chronixx, big reggae star and thing, one of the biggest artists around. He made a series of social media posts during Obama's visit, one of which he was saying something along the lines of, everybody preoccupied with it, somebody have to watch the gates and Chronixx is a man where him speak out when it comes to politics. But that was just the beginning. So last night, him come out on Instagram and he make a post about Marcus Garvey. No, we should preface this by saying that Portia Simpson Miller did request that Barack Obama pardon or exonerate Marcus Garvey, strip his criminal record, all of that posthumously. I think, remember, in the 1920s, of course, Marcus Garvey, our first national hero, was convicted of mail fraud and was deported back to Jamaica in the 1920s. So that remains with him. He still has a criminal record in the United States, and for decades we've been trying to get that reversed, completely erased from the history books, but it has not been done. So Portia has asked Barack to do it, and he will consider. So we'll see if progress is finally made on that front. But whether or not he knew about this development, he decided to go on Instagram and make a post, something along the lines of, everybody celebrating, these waste men and forget about Garvey and how they need to exonerate him. He lashed out against the government, basically saying like, they haven't been making the efforts to make this happen, and so on and so forth. And basically saying Garvey needs to be freed, but all these people who celebrating all these other people coming in. And he's also referred to the black race as a race of good for nothings, in quotations. I'm guessing, I don't know where he got that one from, and all of that. And we did all of this stuff to sacrifice and pave the way so that U.S. presidents could come and grace our island and yada yada yada. So a lot of people took that waste man comment as a shot at Obama, because Obama was there and everything. So everybody assumed that he was talking about Obama in his post. And you can go and see this post. It has since been removed. No surprise there. You can see it on the 876-411 website and thing on the Jamaica Observer. And you can see the exact quotes we are talking about, right? The picture with the exact quotes. So everybody take him to task. People on social media talk about how dare you call Obama a waste man, or it's disrespectful and rude and ray. Why are you using Marcus Garvey's name to make a point against government and start anarchy? There has even been a social media page, or sorry, not a social media page, a petition started accusing Chronixx of using Marcus Garvey's name for anarchy for like revolutionary reasons and stuff like that, for causing societal unrest and all of these things, and petitions where they start all the while. But a lot of people lost respect for Chronixx in judging by social media comments, just conversations I have had with people online since last night. A lot of people look at Chronixx and say, why speak out? Now Chronixx has a history of this. He did speak out against Lisa Hanna, not Lisa Hanna, but the government in Jamaica, talking about how they are dumb government and them now make certain things happen in society, and saying some of the same things Kabaka said about them not being proactive instead being reactive and all of these things. So Chronixx said in response how he will let people judge him by his comments and he will not stop speaking the truth and all of these things, and now he knows who really stands by him and vice versa and all of these things. So in basically say, judge me or you want to judge me, but at the end of the day, I stand by what I said, and I stand by how I feel about the whole situation. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I'm sure he's going to take continuous backlash for it because he has not apologized. He claimed later in there was an article I read where he claimed that he wasn't directing that comment at Obama. But the damage was already done by that point, because the fact that he did not say who it was that he was referring to directly, it left open a can of worms. So Chronixx have to be very careful. I always say, if you go blaze fire, make sure you blaze it and make it go out of control so it don't catch the wrong people. And I think you cannot blame Obama in this sense, because these are mistakes that past presidents made, past leaders made, and things with Garvey situation. And you can't really blame him for it, because this is something where I'm sure he didn't have to pay any attention to until Portia brought it up. So you can't really blame him for what happened with Garvey. I mean, these are mistakes from the past that you're blaming him for, and I don't think that is right. I don't think that is fair to him. You understand? Even though he is the head of state. So I think that while it would definitely do some good to get that off his record, I don't know how much impact it would have now, but at least it would bring some closure to all of that. But I don't think bringing Obama into it, if that's what he did, of course, what did any good to the situation. I think he was out of line in a sense and things. So still I'm an artist, I still rate him highly, but choice of words. I call him the Jamaican Lupe Fiasco. For those of you hip-hop fans who know who he is, of course, Lupe Fiasco. Great artist, great talent, but often outspoken against political figures, particularly Obama, which makes it more striking. He's always called him a terrorist a few years ago because of the whole war on terror and being, calling him a hypocrite when it comes to certain things with that, the hunt of Bin Laden and all these things. So we'll have to see what will go on with that, but certainly not a good PR move if you're Chronixx. So we'll see how the backlash continues as we go forward. Yeah, so that was basically it. There was also one tidbit that I found from the past weekend, and I happened to see on my stream on TVJ because I was watching Magnum Kings and Queens, and I noticed the one Scatter and the one Put a Hype, they're on the same stage. Now I was wondering, who the hell did that happen after the whole I got to sleep with Aishana after Put a Hype and Aishana and the whole breakup and all of these things. And Riante and Scatter maintains to this day, he reiterated during the show that it was after Aishana and Put a Hype did left. So the two of them, Put a Hype was a guest judge on Magnum Kings and Queens. And of course, because, certain artists who come from Magnum Kings and with certain contestants are going to look forward after it. So one named Devin the Doctor says something like, scatter hold a knife to my throat because I'm thinking me take with Aishana, but we have to remind himself put a hype woman, and that gets fear for a lot of forward, a lot of ratings from the crowd in attendance and thing. And then Scatter jokingly say afterwards, oh, me I pray say them vote it off. But it was a wise move still. You might as well capitalize and stuff like that and try and make it run for yourself, you know, if you're trying to win a competition. So why not? You know what I mean? And Futa and Scatter seem to take the whole thing in stride. You know what I mean? Futa was laughing and joking about the whole thing. And there's no ill will. Apparently. Scatter said it's all good now. There's no issues. We're not fighting for no woman. You understand? And all of that and thing. And Mark Kenny, who is TVJ's executive director, I think, and the producer of the show, he basically said them get peer responses for this, thousands of positive responses from fans who are saying it was a great move to put her on the show. So we'll see what happens from there. Certainly was a publicity stunt on their part, but a publicity stunt that worked. Rumors are that Aishana will be performing on the finale of Magnum Kings and Queens in a few weeks' time. So we'll say about it. Oh, by the way, have you heard this Aishana a couple of days ago named Glory, Glory? No, it is not a oh praise be to God kind of song. You know, it's not a gospel song all of a sudden. It's a song that, you know, she talking about how, you know, when she get good loving from her man, you know, it make her, you know, give God the glory and all. Basically mixing God and sex together, which is always a dicey thing to do. And she's gotten a lot of criticism for that, a lot of dislikes on YouTube from what I have seen. And think that she shouldn't have, she's blasphemous, she shouldn't have you know, correlated the two. You can listen to the song for yourself. Glory was produced by Down Sound Records, of course, and things. So Aishana definitely, you know, kind of our version of Rihanna right now, willing to pass any boundaries to get her career going. So, you know, one of them things. So yeah, that is it for this episode, this special episode of A7611. Usually we do it on a Saturday. We're on vacation right now till next week. So thing and thing. So we decided to do a special episode today and thing. So let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of the Obama coming to Jamaica, the town hall, all of the events happening there. Let us know what you thought of Chronixx's comments regarding Marcus Garvey and the perceived slight towards Barack Obama and his thoughts. That Shana put that situation. Let us know your comments. Share this video, like this video, comment on this video. Let us know what you think. Respecting for the feedback for last week's episode, which, you know, the views hike up since Obama come to, so we give thanks for that. So we'll see you next time. Shout out to all of the fans and supporters of 87641. Big up on yourself. We'll see you next time. Peace out.